be in order, and the first item on the agenda is the consent agenda, which includes the approval of the agenda and approval of the September 18th, 2025 minutes. Is there a motion?
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
And Paula seconds.
Second. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Stand and share. Motion carries. We got a public comment. Which is not anyone here with us this evening. Is there any written communication for the public?
No?
Guess not.
No. You just read it.
I would shrink like.
Reading ahead. No, there was no written communication from the public. There was a phone call, but I told both committees about it, about the guy who wants his fines back.
He wants them. Give it to him.
Here's what I would say, is that it was enough of a fine because my book was late. I actually, oh, it's too soon. I guess it wasn't late. Anyway, I returned it, but they won't let you take out anything on Hoopla if you don't have late books. So I'm like, that's enough of a fine right there.
Yeah.
Virtual handcuffs.
Yeah, that makes me
You
want.
ain't get nothing else. We don't trust you anymore.
Yeah, it turns out it was due today.
And I like the library.
Today.
Happy
that I got it on time.
No fines.
Yeah.
Nobody did. Nobody did.
Well, I think Fred said like.
Well, you're on
to
Hoopla jail if
make
you don't
a
return your shit.
donation instead of a fine.
Yeah, I mean, we'll charge you a fee if you're really
I
bad.
still need to call you back.
I think we should ask for a donation.
Yeah, just get a donation.
He still may come to a meeting, because he was pretty adamant.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask more about that when the meeting's over, because I think I don't remember the first one. With that being said, we'll go down into the vision and reports. Thank you, would you like to this out?
Sure. Yeah, since it's just me and Elizabeth.
We missed Karen, but
Yeah.
Karen's here.
So what I got for you next week is live history. That is the next of the 150th events. And this one is the escape room-like experience. It's actually more of a scavenger hunt with live actors from a troupe called Live History. There will be about 6 people from that troupe that will be here. And there are 4 different characters, and I'm not going to tell you what they are, because if you want to play, you can. So please sign up if you want to play. If you don't sign up, you can also do day of drop-in and see where they can fit you in. So the sessions will, the show will be every 15 minutes. They'll have a new set of people that go through. It takes about an hour to get through the scavenger hunt. And there is a scene with 2 actors that are where they're going to actually have a regular scene. Here we can have this. So it'll be exciting. So that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday of next week.
I thought it was interesting that you said that there's 4 separate actors, so there's going to be 4 different stories going on.
Yep.
Simultaneously.
There should be 4 different stories going on. So she said, she being the person in charge of the troupe that will be here, the person that is in charge will actually be here. She's flying in from Albuquerque. She said that, her name is Jade. Jade said that each group will receive kind of a different show from everybody else. But I think it's more of a different variety. Like there's 4 or 5 different varieties of what they're doing. Yeah, it should be very interesting. So, I mean, the characters are going to be fantastic. So, hopefully this works out really well. Yeah, thanks.
And I know, maybe mixing my weeks up here, but we also had the Ellen Hopkins event since last
Ellen
year.
Hopkins, we had 68 people at the talk alone, which is great. She was wonderful. We had for drinks afterwards. She was great.
It was so sad.
Yeah, she was awesome.
But I was like,
Yeah. So 68 people at the actual talk. Everybody in that was there got books signed. Kim from Novel Ideas sold out of one of the books, one set of the books that she had bought, which was the first one. And then she had 12 kids from, well, not kids, teenagers from Eisenhower that were at the workshop. And even though it wasn't as many as we originally thought it was going to be, those 12 enjoyed it immensely. And they were really, really happy with what was that. The teachers were thrilled. They got a very nice, intimate setting kind of with her. So it was great. A lot of engagement. A lot of engagement.
She was great.
Yeah, she was really
great.
cool.
I mean, we were there to play closed doors, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And people were like, you like saved my life.
Yeah.
Or,
People were telling her
I
that,
mean,
yeah,
it was
You
really
had to
cool.
listen to her story and then think you
Yeah.
about paying those books.
yeah.
You'd have to be insane.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then in November, we have Aaron Reynolds coming, November 14th and 15th. He'll be at 3 different schools on the 14th. And then on Saturday, the 15th, he'll be here for 2 showings, 9:30 and 11, and then book signings in between, or right after.
I'm so excited.
Tell me a little more
We're
about
expecting a lot of people for
He
that.
wrote like creepy carrots, creepy
Yeah.
pair of underwear.
He's got a brand new book that just came out that's Jackie
Troublesome
Troublesome Townsend.
Really popular.
Yeah.
You have it.
He also has adult books.
We
too.
just
He's written
started
adult
reading
material.
Not.
No,
That's a chapter book, so.
but he's got a wide variety of, if you've checked our Facebook lately, he has sent us, he's linked us on videos of, hey, I'm coming to Decatur, to kind of rile up everybody.
And the like, at least, I talked to the librarian at Montessori School, she said they're super excited. They got like, they're preparing for him to come.
Yeah.
Really cool.
We're expecting a lot of people to be here.
That was the 15th, right? November.
Yeah. And again, at that one, Kim will be selling books in the lobby. So if you don't have books and you want to get books and have them signed,
I know I have friends in Champaign.
Bring in the library book.
yeah. There are people from out of state that are calling.
I love those
Yeah,
books.
they're from out of state that are coming.
They're hilarious.
And in Ellen Hopkins, we had somebody come all the way from Indianapolis to see her.
Wow.
We actually mailed them tickets, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I found that out last minute, but yeah. It's pretty awesome. I think that's pretty awesome. So, yeah. That's what I got.
Fantastic. Any questions for me? Now we will move along. Alyssa, let's take a show.
Sure thing. I was. Hi.
You can leave if you want to. Don't need your back.
Okay, well, I will put it in the collection. I'm sorry.
So I wasn't here for like half of September. So what I will tell you about is when I came back, I found out that we were going to start looking for a new company to buy books from because of the whole Baker and Taylor, which at the time wasn't a done deal yet. But by Tuesday of this week, we knew that Baker and Taylor was out. But thankfully, last Friday, I had already reached out to Ingram and said, hey, if you're going to be at ILA, we would like to talk to you about switching over. And I got the response, I'm not going to be there, but my guy can take care of you, but you better move fast. And we were kind of concerned because after more discussions early this week, it kind of sounded like we wouldn't be up and running with Ingram until 2026. However, we are already set up with Ingram, and we're already inputting books into lists so that as soon as we are matched with our IHLS discount, we can pull the trigger and start ordering all of the books we should have been receiving from Baker and Taylor all along, provided that those books are available. The only difference is that we will have to do the processing until we get fully onboarded with Ingram, and then we can have the EDI so that Julie will have to do each title individually and put in very brief cataloging records so that people can actually place holds on those books like they're accustomed to. So even though Rick got the message out to the community lickety-split, and WA&D picked it up, and other libraries picked it up, and we were contacted by the Champaign WCIA to do a small story on it. It's not much of a story because the delays are not going to be as bad as we had predicted. So,
Which is a good thing.
Yeah,
it's very good.
Because I read it while I was at work and I was like, oh.
So fingers crossed that we're just waiting on an email saying, start ordering, because we already have staff who are getting this distributed. And we can also batch title from Baker Taylor into Ingram, so we won't have to do it individually. Just take our cards of 30 and move them over as a board.
What was the highlight of the trip?
The food,
Where'd you go?
started in Vienna,
Oh, yeah.
Salzburg, Prague, Munich, Schwangau, Strasbourg, what others?
Did you go to the castle?
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Went to every castle, every cathedral, and ate all the good food, yes.
Did you see your dead relatives?
No. Not a one. Oh, wait, no, it's not entirely true. We saw some statues of some dead relatives. Anyway.
I don't know if they know that you're.
I was like, I'm not sure how you would see this.
The junior
otherwise.
line of the Habsburgs.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
his great-great-great-great-grandfather is Franz Josef, so, and we have like the family tree that shows that. So it makes it interesting, going to see all of that. My own family is from like the Black Forest, and so going to Strasbourg and kind of being in that
Yeah.
kind of French, kind of German was
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
goosebumps.
Kind of
few
the
years ago.
Alsace-Lorraine area.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I think we have German friends, and their parents live in the Black Forest area, so we stayed with them for a week, and then we did a Viking barge tour along the Danube. So also hit Vienna and all kinds of places. Many different countries.
My uncle had a lot of connections with the ruined sites that weren't open to the public in Greece, and once Kristen she was like 11 months old, we took her to Greece. I was like, you're walking amongst your dead relatives. I'm like, great, thanks. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out to my 11-month-old. She's having a good time.
Well, we're glad you're doing that back.
I know, it's so
I'm
fun.
glad to be back too. It was a long time.
It's a fun trip. It's
It
fun.
was.
Well, any questions? That sounds good. We want to see, like, report, and it's a verbal.
Yeah, so, I don't have the numbers for you, even though I've gotten all the numbers from everybody, I just haven't had time to compile them, and, we should probably talk before these meetings, because she gave my city librarian's report. I was gonna talk about Baker and Taylor. Let me take an aspect of that and expand upon it, okay? We got the word out really quick, she said, I got the word out really quickly. Well,
I
Casey,
like that.
Casey got the word out really quickly, and let me tell you something. Within hours, libraries all over had copied the verbiage from our post, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it shows that we did a good job. You know,
We're all,
oh, yeah.
there's
we're
nothing-
getting these out
I got a call from Scott Clan today. He said, yeah, I saw lots of libraries had pretty much the exact same verbiage. Did you guys get them? No, we came up with that. So, and by we, I mean Casey. So Casey and Ty helped her own it too. So that's right. That's right. So,
That's
like,
us.
That's customer service though, like that's,
Right.
like being proactive.
Exactly.
So.
so that's it. That's my city life. Thank you.
You're very, I get a few gold stars there, I see.
Yeah, and the numbers are weird because hopefully we'll get some answers in the next week or so, but the hoopla numbers all went insane. So they got much, much smaller for the entire year when she logged in this time, so we don't know what's going on there. So hopefully we'll have some answers.
I just think they're counting things different because it doesn't make any sense. They've just taken all the numbers they've been
Well, they
providing
count
for
things
years and entered all new
So,
numbers that make no sense.
We'll be in, Melissa and Alex Frazier and Ty Pemberton and I will all be in Rosemont next week for the Illinois Library Association Conference where Hoopla will be. And I will not leave their booth until we get
I have to say, the thing that I dislike about Hoopla is they're very bad at recommending books.
Oh, you know what, one thing I don't like about Hoopla is that,
Open the door.
why don't, like, I was reading the first book of a series, but then the second book, no, the second book was there, but I had to literally type in the second book, like, it wasn't just like, there was like, not like a, oh, like, if you like this
you're
book,
reading
go on
this,
to the
read
next
it.
book of the
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
And so I literally had to type in the whole title with the author, and then they were like, okay, we do have books.
I've noticed
There's
that
usually
too.
a series link.
It depends on.
There's usually.
It depends.
It also depends on how it's available, if
Yeah.
it's an instant or a flex, or if it's not available.
Yeah, we will.
I
And I'm still not figured out the
I also
instant,
wish
but
you
I know
could
there's
call
a
it,
one that goes like this,
overall
and there's one that goes
to
like
English. Or,
Yes.
or language, whatever language, because.
Send me your complaints by Saturday.
Hold on, let me get this post-it note
I
ready.
will.
We love Hoopla and we want to make it better.
But I know it's better than Libby.
That's how we'll frame it.
Yes, I agree. I have taken out a German book by accident.
Oh, somebody just told
I
me that
do
they
all
did
the
that. Like,
And
somebody was
that
like,
costs us money. I mean, I
Yeah.
returned it immediately, but I don't know if that matters.
Yeah.
It's like, darn it.
I've also checked out an audiobook and not realized, thought it was an audiobook. It turned out it was a regular book. Was it?
I did that
Yeah.
Yeah,
recently too.
Because I wasn't under just the audiobook heading, I was under the.
Yes,
that what
I,
you said?
I've learned
I
to watch.
Yeah.
honestly don't think
Yeah.
we're
I
charged
think
for
it's
that.
fine, because if, like, it's 11.
Yeah, how
You
long?
get like
You got
11
it for like
movies.
20 minutes?
So as
But
long
we
as I
pay
got
for
11.
every checkout.
Okay, so that should probably been explained to me, because y'all be stressing me out. Like, you still got borrows, but it's not like, okay, I gotta get everything.
The title is
Or listen to
Oh,
them.
no.
Then y'all stress me out with the borrow.
Hoopla's doing that to make more money.
Oh, see, and I should have noticed that was not coming from the library.
And Hoopla
Hustlers.
they tell me the stupidest books. And I know I've listened to some stupid books on there, but I'm like, seriously?
Oh, and honey, are you getting suggestions for Christian romance? Because I'm getting it.
I get a lot of
no.
Christian stuff too, and I'm like, seriously, I'm not even religious. I don't take out any of
Honey,
those
that
books.
is not the, I'm playing.
So,
I don't.
but are you getting the extreme opposite of that also, is my question.
Oh, I'm also
No.
getting like all the.
No, I'm
books,
getting
too.
none of that. I'm getting all Christian romances with cute backgrounds and very scenic.
I can't.
So those are usually the most wild up crazy books, just so you know. Christian romance is a little,
No,
it's a
it
little
was a
dirty.
slow burn, and then I got to the end, and it was like a sizzle. That was it. I was like, oh, I did all that listening for that?
So there's
To hold hands? You got it.
an inverse property of packet size and library, board meeting length, and it gives you guys a small bag.
I think.
Well, I will say this much, is that a lot of times I will find books like in the New York Times or something else, or somebody's post, and I'm like, oh, I don't read that, and then I always look for it on Hoopla first.
Yeah.
I understand that it's being recorded, but at least we're talking about books, right?
Yeah. I have complaints about certain authors, but we can go into that later.
No,
It's a
no, no.
valid
Okay.
discussion.
I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Carol. You just holler at me
Well,
when you need that.
Hold on, I'm writing it down. I started off with love Hoopla. I'm gonna do an Oreo thing. Positive, negative, negative.
Diary.
Yeah. Is that what that's called now?
Yeah.
Oreo.
That's not what I call it.
Positive.
Compliment positive.
That's not what I call it.
The Oreo. That's parent-teacher conferences.
Anybody
That's what we
watching
have.
this is gonna be like, what the hell is happening?
I love
The big judgment, you're trying to 10 minutes going.
Sometimes.
You're gonna be like, speaking from like 4:49 to 4:47 is
I can always.
4:51, we just chatting away.
But with that, we'll roll us back into our committee reports.
Okay, committee.
PPR. Carol, take us away.
We met on, I don't know, first,
Last week.
the second day of the month. We met, there was some language regarding the board's duties.
But it's fixed.
I don't
No
have
need
any-
to look through it.
I didn't put the original in there,
Yeah.
I put the changes. This is the
Yeah,
final
this is
version
the-
you guys
The
recommend.
clean copy. It had to do with the appeals.
Yes, it's about,
Oh, for Baron.
The suspension, yeah.
yeah, about halfway down, on the second
Correct.
page, about halfway down, the last sentence, in case of suspensions in excess of 1 year, the suspended patron may appeal to the board no more than once per calendar year.
Oh, yeah.
You got it.
And then we talked about extending, if there is something exceeding.
Something to the effect that, every discretion legally is warranted outside of that.
There it is. The suspensions in excess of 1 year for severe or persistent violations may be recommended by that require board approval. So that was added additionally, in case we want to do more of a lifetime ban, or some of them
probably will bring a couple to you guys next month.
Yeah.
If I remember.
So, I'd like to recommend, to make a motion to pass the library use guidelines with the changes recommended.
All in second?
And a second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign, and being the chair, motion carries.
Is that bold? I mean,
It is, and I couldn't figure out how to unroll.
well,
Manage your personnel handbook, the best document ever.
Yeah, it is. Not supposed to be.
I know, I haven't seen that.
Y'all got good vacation plans, that's awesome. Shoot.
So, we had, this has been a multi-month,
And then,
review of the management policy. A lot of the changes were regarding, vacation, or like, not vacation, but like leave, that's the excellent word. Some language around like bereavement, there's some minor language on like adding Veterans Day, because it wasn't in the holidays.
Even though we've gotten it for a long time.
Yeah. Were there any changes recommended after we had approved, and this was sent to
Because
everybody?
yeah, I think all the
Not after you
people are-
guys approved it,
Yeah.
I didn't send it out again. I mean, I'd already sent it to it twice, so.
Yes.
and the change we made were based upon staff comments and suggestions.
In part of this, yes.
We took it into consideration.
But yeah, is there?
So, I would, I'd like to make the motion to accept the handbook as presented.
First, is there a second?
Ashley will second.
Second. Any discussion? No kind of bit time. Seeing none, we will, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Same with the chair, ayes have it, motion carries.
This is my 3 copies of the management.
Just like carrying
So
that
now they
around.
got 4, you know. All right, do you have any
No discussion? Under you all?
others?
All right, we'll do down to finance and property.
Well, we talked about how the roof is being worked on again.
I saw that.
So fun.
I did see them out early a couple months
This is-
ago.
Was it found from an issue,
They're,
or it's a known thing?
There was that smell.
No.
they're doing the punch list, which has been sitting there for a long time. So a punch list is a list of things that were not finished.
Completed. Okay.
So
So this is from
But
the
you don't know.
original.
I do know what you're talking
Girl,
about.
what smell's coming from the roof? I got questions.
The
Start with
smell
the roof.
when it switches over and the heat kicks on, it's bringing in outside air. And there's
Right
times
by
where
that dumpster.
There's times where this sewer
Oh, yeah.
around
Corner
here is.
pollution.
No.
Yeah, I'm not.
And then yesterday, my office, smelled like Permian, all morning, all
Well,
morning.
my car is,
Yeah.
like, I need a car wash desperately, I can't see out the windows.
So,
I can wash my dinner
So
with
it's-
Windex.
Yeah,
that's just a,
Yeah.
it's just gonna happen.
I thought it was a little stinky.
But
in
this
here
was,
yesterday.
they're doing the punch list, and apparently the guys are not pleased with what they're seeing up there, and they've been up there for 2 weeks now, I think they're supposed to be up there 1 more week.
What's your question? Does this include the drains or the drains been fixed? Well,
The drains are not fixed, no, I think this includes the drains, yes, that's my
Is this a
understanding.
different contractor than
It is
American?
not, it is still advanced commercial roofing.
So I guess we would experiment, they're not liking what they're seeing if it was their own labor.
This is a
Well, they
different,
just have to deal with it.
crew.
Yeah.
So these are 2 guys came
Yeah,
up
we
and
kind
said,
of replaced
yes,
the two brothers.
and they're like, this is, so the things that we had kind of complained about, they're going, oh yeah, this is messed up. And they're-
Pretty
and
fun.
they're
What?
Fixing things.
At
So,
least they're doing
Ah.
it.
Dalton seems to think, Dalton is our building manager, he seems to think they know what they're doing, so
And Kofi's based out of Shanghai.
that's my understanding.
We'll leave that.
And the other thing that we have in capital needs is we finally have a furniture project paid for and done, off the books.
We don't want to talk to them ever again.
Well,
white ones sure would brighten it up.
They would.
Instead of putty color.
Well, right now, we do not have the money.
Do
for
we
any
want
of
to
that.
paint them?
Y'all gonna have to love it.
So on the check registry, there was just one question by Emily. Did you, the 2 phone bills?
Yeah, so,
Emily's eagle eye.
interesting.
I know.
It's a whole lot of money, guys.
What's it
It's
called?
like
Correct
$120.
That's common in this day and age.
So I found the 2 invoices.
I love it.
Glad you're here, right?
One was 9665, correct? What was the other one?
Like 15.
1765.
1765. So I have those 2 invoices right here. It's local and long distance is what it is.
Oh, what's
what it
local?
was.
Oh, okay.
So what, it used to be Paytech and Windstream, and now it's all actually Windstream, not Paytech, so I don't know why the check is going to Paytech. That I don't have an answer for.
Why can't they just leave this one bill?
Right.
Whatever.
Wait.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
but it's actually two different accounts.
Okay.
One is local service and one is,
So one is 1765, and then
yeah.
I told you really
the
had
other
that.
one.
But they had
It's
a
on the-
merger,
yes,
there was a merger and now there's even another change coming up. Windstream and United have joined forces.
The monopolization.
Yes.
Anyway, other than that, now that that's been answered, the Property and Finance Committee moves to accept the check registry from September. Anybody want a second?
Oh, I'll second.
Second. I mean, technical discussion, just curious, the haunted cave, that doesn't happen yet, right?
It has.
Joy Campers?
That was on the first.
Oh, sorry, Carl, we voted out you yesterday. We said Carl could not join our meeting, so Carl doesn't know what happened.
Even if you called in, they weren't gonna let you in.
We're gonna vote no.
Yeah, it was attended by the board. So, yeah,
We were kidding.
really good turnout.
And a lot of people that were not supposed to.
Yeah, I saw a lot of non-library faces at that.
So many.
And there were a lot of library regulars too, but,
Yeah,
yeah.
just people that you've never
Then
seen.
don't come to the
Correct.
library. Okay, so.
Yeah, it's a voice vote, and it's a financial vote, so we'll start at the bottom of the table.
Oh, aye.
Okay.
Peggy, you're
Aye.
up.
Ash.
Ash,
Sorry, what?
aye.
Oh, I.
Aye, sorry.
Paula, aye.
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 Aye. We're all ayes.
Yeah, motion carried.
Okay, so the next thing is, head it over to Rick to listen to the depressing news.
Yeah. You'll see, by hand, I corrected it on your,
Yes.
in your packet, but it still has the wrong date up on this, but it's, the numbers are correct. So, we are at the end of September, 75% of the way through the year. You can see our revenues at exactly 75.4%. Sounds great, right? Except when you realize that usually we've collected 81% of our UPRT by now, which is our second biggest source of revenue. So, we'll talk more about that later. We look like we're a little over on personnel, but we've had both of our 3 paycheck months. That's going to even out. I'm not concerned about any of these other expense numbers, and when we get into the projection, I'll talk more about that. Cash balances in the operating fund, 1.4 million and change. Capital fund, this is the last expenditure out of it. There's only 21,000 left, but we knew we were going to get there. Camp County has roughly 6,000 left in it. Meyer fund, no relation, $32,694.04. Meyer fund is for local history only. Memorials and donations, $13,857.25, 9,000 of which is from the monument fund, so we'll have to figure out what we're going to do with that. And on their anniversary, give us a check every year, even though they're gone. That leaves us at a total cash balance of $1,515,467.07. So here's where I think we're going to land. Okay. Property taxes. I believe that we're going to come up about $31,000 short. Replacement tax, almost $212,000 short. Yeah, okay, so we are, so there's one other thing. So a year and a half ago, we went to a new printing system, and it has credit card payment options. So that's working, it's been working the whole time. Here's what's not working. We haven't, NIAX is our vendor, our credit card vendor. They're collecting that money, and it has not hit our bank account yet, because the person who has the authority to do that at the city did not complete the paperwork. I talked to, that was our former CFO, Ruby, and I talked to Greg, who is the interim CFO now. Talked to him 2 weeks ago. I still haven't followed up with him. It's just been a crazy day, but we talked about it. He says he would do it post haste. Whether it's been done yet or not, I'm not sure. But there was 2 weeks ago, there was $11,000 in that account. So that'll make this number a little bit better, you know. But
We'll take anything.
It can't hurt. It doesn't hurt none. So anyway.
So he just hasn't put in your direct deposit information?
More or less. But there's a lot of, yeah, what they needed, the final step they needed, I can't remember, this was either a canceled check, copy of a canceled check, or a letter from the bank. That's the final step.
Yeah.
That's all that needs to be done.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what's that?
Cancel check on file. They probably found.
Well, you don't know how 20th century we are over there, okay?
Okay.
We're just pushing emails.
It's-
Actually, it's just going.
And I'm finding
It's a tweet.
I mean, we take every invoice by hand over to them to pay.
That's
For
wild.
one.
that's bizarre.
That is wild.
That's really, and like we have, P-TEC charges us, okay? P-TEC charges us,
$18?
let's see, a paper invoice fee, $8 a month.
What?
What?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Why can't we get a?
I wasn't aware of it until now, that's my fault, but I'm aware now, and I am gonna be talking to Greg and
Yeah, you
saying,
gotta
can
sign
we
the
come,
paperless.
can we get,
These are
Yeah.
such small things that add up over
That's
a lot.
It's like letting
And-
Spotify go
and-
for too long.
Like, I work for a company with 10 total employees, and we do a lot by hand, but not that. You
it's,
better believe I would
It's
cancel check
problematic.
file, but I'm just.
you really, to get them to pay anything through ACH or wire transfer, it's like you've asked them to turn over heaven and earth. They are.
Oh, that's.
But you
Don't
think
act
that
like
would
you
be
do this,
so much
ma'am.
easier?
It is
It
easier.
is,
It
yes,
is
it
easier.
is, I do it all the time.
It is easier.
You'll just
It's
have
easier,
to
it's smarter in
start
many
getting
ways.
a paper copy from
It's
like
smarter in
Waste
many ways.
WM because they never sent me
Anyway,
my bill.
that's
and
my
charged me
rant,
extra.
and I apologize for getting off in the weeds here.
Wild.
We're gonna land just fine on salaries, about 29,000 to the good. The rest of our expenses, about 31,000 to the good. So it's going to look like a $525,000 deficit this year. But remember, we planned $392,000 today. So we planned that $350,000 transfer of money. So the actual deficit is going to be more like $175,000. Still not good. But again,
Could be worse.
we can absorb that because we have built up reserve funds over the year. But it's not a good long-term
The
strategy.
issue is not on our end.
It's, you know, and Greg Zinter is now the interim CFO, and he used to sit on this board. He used to tell me, all you can control is expenses. Just make sure your expenses are coming in under. That's all you have power over. So.
And just continuing that discussion, I didn't look too much into it, but when it comes to, the state providing resources, they're projecting a $2.1 billion deficit next year for the state budget, so don't exactly forecast or figure our situation.
Greg graduated income tax back on the referendum.
Yeah.
That's so. That's where we are. And this is due again as we exceed what we budgeted here,
Would be okay.
we're fine.
Well,
Even with the shortage on the property tax. But if we got them both, you know, we'd be rolling money into a reserve account. So, it's the revenue side, and we'll, I mean, we'll talk more about that with the next agenda item, but any questions on where we are as of now?
Move it on.
Okay, so the revised budget is, I've sent you guys emails about this, and hopefully you've had a chance to look at it. This is what was presented to City Council on Monday, and apparently not even presented, they just had it in their packet.
Not a single word about the library.
They just had it in their packet, but that means it's not controversial at all. I mean, so this is what they are very likely to pass on the 20th. I've been, this is my 12th budget cycle, and I've never seen them even hesitate once we get this far. The controversial always happens before. So pointing out a few things. This is a deficit budget also. It is a $290,000 deficit budget that we have enough reserve funds to absorb. They are transferring us $285,476 from their reserve funds to help us split the difference there. I feel funny about that. I don't think we're in a position to be high-minded about it, but I don't like taking a gift from a separate unit of government, and that's what they are. However, the separate unit of government has failed to properly levy the tax for 3 years in a row for roughly that same amount. So I can justify it in my mind that way. But every time I meet with a new city council person, one of the things I tell them to take away from is Decatur Public Library costs the city of Decatur $0.00 a year. Now, it's not true. It's the first time it's not true. Because we actually pay them for all the services that they render to us, and
We
those
pay
are
them
not,
rent too.
and we pay them rent. Those things are not insignificant, but they're also fair.
No, I
The
agree.
costs are fair, and so it's always something that I really leaned into with every newly elected council person, and now I can lean into it.
So as the property and finance committee yesterday, we decided that we do need to run a campaign starting next year, like maybe January, February, just why the library is so awesome and please
What
support
your
us.
tax dollars pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how much,
So-
like even having people share their slips, like, you know, how much they save, you know.
We'll have to strategize exactly how we want to do
Yeah,
this, but we've got a public awareness campaign in the can and ready to go.
Yeah, that we paid
That
for.
we just paid $3,200 for. It might need some tweaks next year, but nothing major. But we're going to want to have, we're going to have a new city manager. We're going to have a new CFO. We may in April have a new council person. No, it's not. There's not an election this April. So it's going to be the same council in all probability. But so we're going to have to meet with those folks, the new administrators, and we're going to have to continue to meet with council people individually or in pairs. You know, that would be more efficient. Try to get Councilwoman Gregory involved. And continue to sort of plead our case, and if we feel we're going to have to decide by when we are going to have to make a decision whether or not to, you know, click the button on the campaign. The campaign is not negative. I mean, it's kind of negative in the fact that we're saying you can lose stuff, people, but we're not asking them to criticize criticize the city council, we're not criticizing the city council. What we're asking them to do is, hey, if you think this is worth $40 a year, let your council people know. And, you know, I think they would like hearing, you know, positive things from the public. That's what I
That's how I
hope.
feel.
That's what I hope.
Yeah. I think the campaign they put together is great.
I liked it too. I liked it a lot.
So we were thinking that that's something that, as a property finance committee, that we were gonna.
Kind of
That
look
would
at
be
the
a great
timing on
idea.
it, see what happens with the new
Yeah.
city
That's it.
manager and the
Yeah.
CFO and stuff, and just see how the relationship kind of
Yeah,
develops.
there's so many variables now that, or unknowns, or however you want to put it. But
That's a common problem.
so, this is an action item.
So I make a motion to accept the revised draft of the 2026 budget.
Paula seconds.
First and second, fine, any discussion?
I just have one more question for you. The 305, is that your number or the city's number?
That's a citizen.
City always goes first.
Well, I know that.
I know.
Like,
No, I wasn't saying it, I was
No,
like.
no, but like,
you know,
we
Yeah.
did get 380, or is that projected?
This year?
Yeah.
It's-
No,
it's
projected.
That is projected.
I'm projecting that we'll get,
The city gave us 592 last
Right.
year.
So, Emily, you want to talk about your take on
What?
that? On what she's asking about, so it's, it was, in the budget you guys initially passed, we really ratcheted that down, but we haven't had the city's number yet.
Right.
But we put it down to 200,000. That's the budget you guys initially passed.
So how much do you know off the top, like how much we've gotten so far? I know you said we would have gotten 81% at this point, right?
It says in there.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I was just curious, like, you know.
We're on the pace to get that 380.
Okay.
Based on last year's, you know, how, it comes in lumpy form, right? It's not smooth, and it's not every month. We know which months it's coming, it's 8 months a year. I think there's one in November and one in December, but the December one, if I recollect, is the smallest.
That's fine. I just was curious about that.
But I don't know what
I mean,
that,
we'll see.
I don't know what that current number
The
is.
thing is, like, at some point you have to trust what they give you, right?
I know, at some point, I know.
But if
And
it
you
comes in, if it
communicate-
comes in again, that we're not getting next year, if we are in the same boat, first of all, that would be a huge decrease year over year. And you can't, it comes down to, we're gonna have to come up with it some other way, and that's when you start the public campaign and urge people to support us. Via probably their.
But they did ratchet down their own estimate quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because that's what I think I remember
And
being
the other-
much higher.
And the other sort of similar thing I'm going to be talking to, I'm waiting until the budget's passed. That's my intention, unless you guys think that this is the wrong play. Once the budget is passed on the 20th, is when I call Greg Zentera and say, hey, are you going to levy correctly this year? 102.04% is what it was for years and years and years, and that got us enough
They've been
money.
levying less than
Right.
100%.
Yeah.
Like, why
It's
would
like,
you
you
have
want me
to
to
know?
know, it's like, are you gonna do this correctly this?
Yes.
So that's my question. So
Oh,
I'm
a very valid question.
done.
The only reason I got
I asked
snippy
it
about that,
myself.
because I was pissed that it's lower.
I know.
It wasn't you.
I asked that question myself, and, you know, so I am somewhat comfortable with this, that at least they did crank it down again, but if the state is projecting an even worsening deficit, this isn't because they're reducing that tax, it's because they're keeping more of it to balance their own budget and not distributing it to the organizations they're supposed to
It's
receive.
not balancing, it's not balancing.
Well,
No, I just, it's the point,
I
yes.
mean, it's
what you
just
said.
like trickle down economics, it doesn't really work.
it doesn't, no, it never trickles.
It never trickles.
The campaign, not that campaign we're talking about, but it's just gonna be an aggressive conversation. With that being said. So we're down to the bottom of the table, we have a first and second, and I see no other
In
discussion.
the bottom
right?
of the head.
26, our website needs to be what is known as WCAG 2.1 level AA compliant for 8th grade EA, for Americans with Disabilities Act. I sent you guys, if you want to learn more about what website compliance is, I sent you guys a link and you can take a look at that. But we asked JTNet, who does our website currently, to come up with a quote for getting us up to speed. I found out today what I talked to you guys about yesterday was not complete. They didn't include the licensing. There's some licensing fees that will also come with this for JTNet.
Okay.
So JTNet, it will run between $6,500 and $8,000 to upgrade, and that's going to be higher. I found out, Matt told me today, they still haven't included the licensing fees. I don't know how much higher that's going to be, but that number will go up. There are ongoing costs. Currently, they charge us about $4,800 a year to host the website. That comes with a certain number of service hours, and if we exceed that, we're charging an hourly fee. Their annual cost would go up to $8,400 a year. They would also charge us $300 for a training session for the upgrades. So we also decided, and this would be an action item, but we just got this
Also tell them
2
how
days
long it
ago.
took them to get
Couple weeks to get this quote.
information.
So, you may remember we changed our library calendar to a company called Library Calendar a few months back. They also do websites, so.
And how long did it take for them to get back?
So we asked them, can you give us a quote on a website? And within 30 minutes, I had a quote from them because they only have 2 prices. Okay, there's the, if we do all the work and if you do a lot of the work. So if we do a lot of the work, it's $15,000. If they do all of the work, it's $24,900. Their annual cost, $2,000 a year. And I think I was misfiguring yesterday, but that is super impactful. So that first year cost, if we went with JTNet, the first year cost would run anywhere from $15,200, that includes the annual fees, to $17,000. Library Market would run as low as $16,700, that includes the annual fees, to as much as $26,900. The worst difference there is $11,700, and
First year.
no, in the first year only,
Yeah.
and then we'd be saving $6,400 a year, so 2 years, we've got it back.
What's the website now?
What's that?
What was the figure for like current day count?
How much did we pay for it?
How much do we, no, I mean, how much do we pay a year for like our
$4,800.
current?
That's what he said, yeah.
Sorry, I
It's
was
all right.
missing.
And we paid, but what we paid for the website in 2017 was $17,000, okay? Which led to much wailing and gnashing of teeth, if you recall.
I do.
This is really cheaper when you adjust for inflation. This is cheaper than that. Here's an example of
I
one
like
of their
that, yeah.
websites.
And it's fully ADA compliant,
They're-
which is what prompted.
So
a
they're
lot of-
more than, so
that's
WCAG 2.1 level AA is what's required by law. They're already WCAG 2.2. They're already ahead of that, so
So we won't have to do upgrades.
Right?
they work only with libraries.
So,
The other thing
I
that,
like that.
as a committee, we also thought that we should just pay the higher price because we're so understaffed, that we'd actually be saving money in library personnel
yeah.
time.
the foundation,
Good.
It's
for the
It's worth
actual
it.
like set
it's
up.
worth the thought. It's
Like,
worth the thought.
the first time set, we paid for the last one.
It's worth the thought. But and that would fast track it too.
There you go, Rick. Look
That's
at
what
that.
we can.
Find
So
somebody.
I do also want to add a little twist We found out this morning that Library Market merged with Library IQ.
What is up with these monopolies,
Yes,
man?
yes.
I'm really losing it right now.
What's library? Which one? What are
Library IQ is an organization that, I mean, they have a data analysis tool.
Okay.
We
Do we already
subscribe
pay
to
for
it and it's okay. We're not gonna renew our subscription.
I'm under one.
FCC now.
I bet you it comes for free with their website.
It's really doing
That-
it the Southeast Library
Yeah.
now.
It's like this gross,
Worry about free speech.
Yeah.
You know,
Compare-
Yeah.
like I'm doing the same thing with
Sorry, man.
textbooks companies and they've all merged, so now I just got these like few options and I'm like, good.
Where's Teddy Roosevelt when you need him?
FCC.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
know what? Okay.
Bring your
Yeah.
card, that's his name.
And it's
Break
not,
it down.
yeah, it's
Don't
not
care.
real clear. I mean, all we have now is, they want us to put us at the 2.1 level, which is what's mandated by April of next year. But it's unclear as what the 2.2 is going to actually require too. So we might have to go back in and it might cost us.
No. Ben Bizzle says, why would we host a website that's
Yeah.
non-ADA compliant? That's our
Yeah.
job.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so-
but JTNet, yes. we would
Yes,
have to.
yeah,
You're right.
JT,
I'm like that.
but the other one would make us compliant with the 2.2. We'd have it all done.
How long would it take them to do it?
Could be as quickly as like 3 or 4 weeks.
That's,
Okay, so here's what I would say is we cannot vote on this right now, so I say we move on.
Move on,
I just wanted you guys to be aware of it.
but maybe we ask the foundation to.
I
order
think you're right about that.
I think that's a good idea.
In the meantime.
I like your
Yes.
ideas.
And I'll go ahead and give a foundation report.
Sweet.
oh.
I was gonna give no report, but
Our report is that we're gonna ask.
I've reached out to the president about the annual meeting, which is supposed to be October 27th. He is not able to do that, and he is going to, what's that? Okay, so we're gonna try to schedule something for November. You suggested a few dates. I'll be sending that out to foundation members. And I was planning on asking for gaming room equipment, but I don't see any reason we couldn't do both. So I will put those asks out there.
Yep.
I
know those does.
Swipe or miss one. That's only Spanish.
Well, I guess
It's a taco shell commercial. Look, I was working on those does.
I guess I kind of include C, foundation report in a little bit too.
Yes, I'm sorry. I
Outside.
moved too fast.
What I'm D, friends of the library.
And it should be today.
Should be today, yes. As soon as we approved the agenda, I was like, I saw it. Today. I have no report because we left like, I don't know, 18 minutes after we started. They're just talking about stuff.
They are working on the
They're chit-chatting
strategic
like we
plans.
are.
Yeah.
And Charles approached me and said that he would like to
We moved
have,
about a budget.
yes,
we
have
did
an
talk about
actual
that.
budget for 2026.
A
So
very
I'm
great
going to
budget.
talk to my 3 programming librarians and everybody else and see if we can get an actual figure.
I love
Because
that.
we're still
See
so,
one in a long time.
we're not very, we're proactive with a lot of things, like summer reading, winter reading, across the board, and anything that is a recurring program, but we're not very good at.
Ad hoc.
So, for instance, Alexis is going to take a few remote working days off to plan her programming for 2026. If I can get the same thing to happen with the other 2 programming librarians, we might be ready for Charles and the Finance Committee.
Well, I think that's a good sign. They're trying to be very proactive in
Yes, I
what
like
they
it.
need to raise. And
There it is. There's a glass full.
yeah.
I know Brenda said she was very pleased with Troy Taylor.
Yeah.
It is important to keep.
Yes.
she'll start October 27th,
Rhonda?
and we're excited.
Is she from the,
Yeah, that's the son.
I love it.
is she from the area?
She's Decaturite. She works at
Decaturite, is that what it is?
Decaturite.
Decaturite.
Caterite.
Caterite.
Yeah, Caterite.
Caterite.
And she works at Mueller currently as a international logistics specialist.
She this lady?
Was she probably,
Yeah.
that's
That
Rhonda?
is her?
This is Rhonda,
You just
This
Facebook,
is
Circa
Rhonda, this is
2024.
Rhonda.
Facebook status, or Facebook stock.
I went to school with her kids.
Oh.
Never met her, but
She's
She had nice
Decaturite.
Yes,
Keep saying that.
yeah,
Caterite.
we like that word.
Caterese?
No.
Caterese.
Caterese is a speak, you
That's how
speak
you
to caterers.
speak.
Yeah.
Caterese.
Cheese
Caterite.
toasted. Cheese
Ew.
toasted.
Never.
Eldorado.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Eldo.
All right.
It's just Eldo.
El Dorado. I was like,
On the next item, I am gonna make a motion to table it until January, right?
Yeah, I just put it in there as a placeholder just in case.
Samantha was.
I feel like we need to come back to that in January though, so let's
Yeah.
table until
Maybe.
January.
Is that good? I
Yep.
seconded it. Works.
Yes.
First, second, any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same sign. Through the chair, ayes have it, motion carried.
I forgot.
well, that's why we
Well,
have the
there's
other.
got other.
I know,
Go for it.
Wow, just keeps going.
the Friends of the Library, their Friends of the Library week is the 20th of October. So I think they're gonna be open every day. I didn't hear any different.
Awesome.
So I'll have to check their hours, but I think they're gonna do a membership special unless something has changed since the last time we decided your meeting today. But if you guys can become members, I think that shows
Yeah, yeah.
support for them. If you can give a donation to them, I think that also
Can
shows
we
support.
bring like the membership applications to the next meeting?
Yes, I'll do the 2026 ones, like,
Yeah,
2025 ones over. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if we can get like 100% participation, I think
that would be
really,
awesome.
really cool.
I agree.
Do they tell you if it's expired or something like by email or something?
They're supposed to be
yeah, I
sending
think
you.
they
stamp your card.
Yeah, they usually let me
Stamp
know.
I don't know if I paid or not.
I think they
Usually my
actually
cash,
really
know if you
cash
paid.
interactions, so it's like I have a record myself. I
Yeah.
take
your member card.
But that's
But I
fine, I just,
If I could do that, that would be awesome.
yeah, I just want to make sure that we're supporting.
No, I 100% agree.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not allowed to touch you.
Okay.
Do they take puzzles?
They do, yes.
In the foundation, you can
Puzzle.
also easily give to the foundation via
Yes.
the Heart of Illinois
And
Community
you can set
Foundation.
up a recurring donation.
I did that
And I set
last
up-
week.
I've been
Dolly
doing it.
Parton did those, so.
Yeah, so I set up the
got my books.
community foundation.
Really?
Dolly Parton played me. She played me in my face.
Or did the United Way,
I don't know, they was monopolized, they together, so I take them both. Not going to Dollywood anymore.
Yeah.
Not
We
buying
do
no
take
pies.
puzzles, or they do
That's,
take
that's
puzzles.
really
Cracks
terrible.
me up.
Happy
Sweet,
That's
but
terrible.
friends never takes puzzles.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
She really wants to read, huh? No books.
Almost everything.
No books.
You want the puzzles and you can donate it?
I don't know, it depends on what it's like. Might have a lot. Okay,
I'm not
all
gonna
right. Carl, we did.
Yeah. I
make a motion to adjourn.
Adjourn, second.
Second. I've never heard
All
of
in favor,
second.
signify by
Wait,
saying
wait,
aye.
wait, wait. Oh.
You know what?
I think that just to be after the
Okay.
adjournment.